See, that's the real key to selling electric cars, making them exciting. And I think this is really an exciting vehicle.
This amazing aerodynamic, lightweight, solar-powered dream machine.
The only advice I can give you is to do what I did.
First time I remember a vehicle being designed around aerodynamics.
The archetype of our heartbeat.
I think it'll be very, very exciting.
Many people might see this as dangerous. Perhaps it is, but it develops new capacities.
That too is completely powered.
And we'll be right back.
I feel electric.
Then how do you make poetry on this?
An Aptera? It's a smart move. I know that you might be saying, well, now that I can just see your bias. Yeah, well, hey, whoa.
Well, but here's the thing. We're getting one.
It's a shame that today's transportation industry is so inefficient. The automotive landscape of today is far too concerned with risk and would never think about stepping, outside of the box to make a composite vehicle that's super lightweight and aerodynamic, because it's so much different than what's available on the market today.
This statement saved me, and like rain after a long hot spell, it swept away everything in me that was too highly tensed.
So then I asked the next question. So, well, what does that shape look like? Surely there must be a shape that mathematically would equal zero for drag, or close to it, close enough. And that's how we discovered this shape and began working with it and refining it.
That's all you need to know.
You might find something very interesting about this.
You got science as its basics, you got the physics involved, but then it's got to be poetic.
This is my 1909 Baker Electric. You've seen this on the website before. This car's 100 years old. Let's move forward 100 years. What will electric cars be like in the year?
Something is coming.
How did we get here?
You can feel it, can't you?
And I have also felt that in recent years especially, although it's always been an undercurrent.
That's a really good argument. That's brilliant.
Oh, shucks, fellows. We're nothing.
Everyone knows the future of automotive is electric. What we deliver is an in-wheel motor platform enabling better driving performance, increased cost efficiency, and thus ultimate design freedom.
And that thinking it pays off in so many other areas of the vehicle.
What did he say?
They made their choice.
Let's take it up on the freeway and see how our aerodynamics work at 65 or 70 miles an hour.
In 2018, average car occupancy was 1.5 persons per vehicle.
If you wake up tomorrow and you're
layers upon layers of more and more convoluted
around the planet.
Now they gotta live with it.
What's happened to this place?
We've become so preoccupied by what we might call commercial or financial success, instead of the kind of lasting success that great art.
What you've seen is a powertrain solution possible because of 15 years of hard work and tens of millions of investments. My name is...
You have a serious problem. So your life becomes the life of the guy dealing with it.
It gets back to a lot of first principle things. I mean, for all the talk that Elon says about first principles, this is a first principles electric car.
what made it so dangerous.
Holy moly!
She goes and you want her to go, and
That's next up in Christmas. Who did get through? What the hell are you doing? Oh my word! That is insane. That is that's the triple motor version as well, isn't it?
This is the triple motor version, so sub 4 seconds, 0 to 60.
Right.
The front wheel drive version will be like a 5.5, 6 second vehicle.
To contribute towards an overall reduction in your emissions of greenhouse gases.
He's more than just a car to me.
Does it bother you at all, the automatic way that people accept the fact that this must be love?
If you say, what is that film about? We think that as an industry, things are being pushed in the wrong direction, and we would love to see them pushed in a more efficient direction, more aerodynamic, lighter weight, efficient powertrains. So that's what we're bringing to market, and we hope that people love it, and some people won't, and that's fine.
What? You hearing these crazy rumors about weird experiments?
this is completely and totally out of the norm of anything that we've ever seen.
A 1,000-mile range vehicle seemed absolutely absurd. It was an insane claim, but it's all science.
Science is a language we must all speak if we are to better our world.
True enough.
The structure surrounding you is going to be safer or stronger than virtually anything that's out there because the strength of the composites compared to steel, for example, is superior.
We take passenger safety very seriously, and it's one of our top priorities.
Be prepared for the unexpected, and I guess that's what risk management is all about, really, thinking about the various
footnotes.
We're working with Roush on a lot of the suspension development, and they're gods in terms of production design, intent, and stuff that we can build at volume. So
this is classified as a motorcycle?
Autocycle, actually.
Autocycle, okay.
You hear that? We've never seen anything like this. This is completely and totally out of the norm of anything that we've ever seen.
Then I had a second vision.
Our composite monocoque chassis is built a lot like a Formula One vehicle, and it's very strong. Yeah, 700 watts of solar production really adds up. So, if you can produce more than 4 kilowatt hours a day, that can take you more than 40 miles a day. The average North American driver drives about 31 miles a day. In Europe, they drive about 26 miles a day. So, for the average consumer, you could buy an Aptera that you never have to plug in, unless you want to go on a long trip.
What did he say? Maybe that'll help. It's better than nothing.
Are you ever going to stop being a glasses half empty person?
Don't understand about vehicles and their energy consumption is that with a typical passenger car, you use up to 60% of your fuel at highway speeds just pushing air out of the way.
I know.
Is that quite simply they just want to change the world, that's all. And so they're inspired. They really want to do something significant. It's not just a matter of getting another journal article published and so on. So it's really fun. And by the way...
Not that I wish to imply you have been...
Could you please just try to be something else?
I think that what is essential for this problem is a global consciousness. A view that transcends our exclusive identifications.
Why should you?
And since when is the world ever what it's supposed to be? But we gotta do something.
It's all numbers, really.
You don't understand them.
To understand what factors, right now, in our opinion, are driving the sales, and so
you have to start observing people before they are corrupted by language and culture.
Interesting.
you go.
Solar capability, so adding more roof space would be great.
And you touched on some of the big drivers right then, cost and range. And those are pretty self-evident. You don't really need a big study for that. So the trend is to make bigger vehicles with bigger battery packs. We're going the opposite way, so I think there's plenty of opportunity for us.
All covered in colored light, some reddish, the other bluish and greenish.
Let me ask you a question.
What's the mission?
There is no mission.
People look at it, they tap for you to roll down the window, and they want to ask you what it is.
Amazed and shocked when they see the Aptera.
And it's not designed to get attention, it just gets attention because of what it is.
Aptera is actually great for wingless flight.
How respondents felt about taking personal actions to preserve the environment and planet.
Creating a classic positive feedback loop.
But if you say, but what's the film about? What is the theme of which?
There has to be an answer someplace.
There is.
We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you.
So, I don't think about it a lot. I leave that up to
This system has to change.
I think that's a very brilliant insight.
Or pursue your present course and face obliteration.
I never thought of that. You're absolutely right.
The one who asks himself if they're dreaming.
All right.
The interesting thing, though,
is like something like a collective dreams, really.
you all drive safe now.
One of the things that really excited me was the handling of the Aptera in its very early alpha stage. The stability is great under high-speed, stressful situations. The vehicle is very balanced and feels comfortable to drive. We're still tuning our Lafay motors and the control systems that run them, so it was great to be out on the track, to be able to get some live data and see how they perform under stress.
The most loyal and courageous, he had everything in himself that I treasured as the greater and more beautiful. He was my power, my boldness, my pride.
Which is, he says, the first step in transcending judgment is to ask yourself if you're dreaming.
Nobody knows how this is going to turn out.
Classified program is codenamed.
Right? Full of promise?
Not really. If you got in this vehicle, you didn't know it was three-wheeled, you'd think it was four-wheeled.
We also wanted to see how the Aptera would perform under aggressive handling situations, so we ran some basic moose test scenarios where we had some aggressive handling.
Oh man, this is bad.
A truly crazy idea.
This is translational technology. It's being implemented immediately.
That proved that the Aptera is very well balanced, even though we're just at the beginning of our suspension development. The overall results of our first track day is that the Aptera Alpha units are performing spectacularly.
I feel electric.
What's it like?